What's up, guys? This is Chris Duggadale here again today. I just wanted to go over a quick video log. This is the first part of it for the first part of the week. I think I'm going to do one probably on Thursday or Friday. But one of the things I wanted to talk about, guys, this week was dieting and kind of my take on how it's supposed to work. Now, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day via the internet, Facebook, about dieting. And for the longest time, I thought when you diet, you start your diet, you start cutting back the calories, you start cutting back all this stuff. But I never realized that there has to be an end to this diet. You know, there's got to be a cutoff point to this diet that you can't stay on a diet for too long. You know, like I remember I dieted for like 6 months straight. I think I lost about 30 pounds. 6 months was 30 pounds. Now that's pretty good. You know, for most people to say I'm dieting for 6 months. But I noticed after that 6 months, for the next 2 months, there was really no loss. And a lot of people say, oh, well, you got rid of water weight, you got rid of this. But it was weird because it just stopped working for me. It just totally cut out. I felt drained. I felt burned out. I felt like I didn't want to go to the gym anymore. I felt like I didn't want to do anything anymore. And it was just because I was on this diet for just a little too long, for a lot too long for being on 6 months. And then after finding research and then people that have lost weight had a common thing in their diet. And they always talked about how they went on a diet and then they ended their diet. And I never thought about that before. I never thought you have to end a diet. You know, I always thought you eat right forever and you lose weight and then eventually you're going to get the six-pack and you're going to be good looking. Your body's going to be good looking. But anyhow, so I tried this for the next, this was about the 6 months into when I first started losing weight, was the first 6 months. And then the year, I messed with it a little bit. I tinkered with my diet because I just couldn't maintain eating like that and working out like that all the time. I was just getting so burned out. So I tweaked some stuff. So I told myself, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be on a diet for 2 months. I'm gonna eat X amount of calories, so much, you know, low sugar, so many carbs, you know, whatever, you know, whatever kind of diet you want to be, at South Beach, low carb, Atkins, whatever kind of diet you decide to go on. And so I would go on this diet and I would stay on it for 2 months, and then the next month I take off. And I'm not saying that I would just start eating everything the hell I wanted to eat that month that I was off my diet. I just maintained my weight. So say if I was down to 180 pounds, I would maintain my weight at 180 pounds for that month or that 2 months. And then I would go back onto my diet. And that's when I started progressively seeing weight come off. You know what I mean? Yeah, it took some time, but I started seeing it off and staying off. And like I said, I always thought you had to diet, and people always say that, like, I'm gonna start a diet, I'm gonna start working out, and I'm gonna start a diet. It's like, okay, well, when are you gonna end your diet? Well, never. I'm gonna be on this diet forever. People don't even consider the fact that there has to be an end game to this diet, because you cannot stay on a diet for too long. Because what I've learned, especially about myself, especially about my body, when you start dieting and you start exercising, you start noticing the changes, almost even like going through puberty. When you start seeing changes, muscle come in, you start becoming so responsive to foods. And you start becoming responsive to, say you're taking supplements or protein powder or you know, whatever is out there to offer for nutritional value. You'll start seeing how responsive you are to it. You know, so when I started you know, going through this, and I always thought you had to be on these diets for forever. You know, and once I realized how responsive I was to it, that I would adapt so fast to whatever it was. It only took about a month for me to adapt to it. There'd be some big changes in that next month, but then the next month there'd be nothing. And it's not because, like, oh, you're losing water weight, or oh, your body is, yeah, because your body adapts to it. Your body adapts to it, so you have to mix it up. You got to zigzag, you know what I mean? And it was real cool because I was watching the Hodge Twins the other day, and I talk about them a lot in a lot of my videos. They basically said the same thing, that if you don't watch it, your body will adapt to it. And even now, I feel like I'm in a, like, kind of a starvation mode type ordeal. Not because I'm not losing weight, but just because I'm lacking the energy. My muscle gains have gone down a little bit, and it's only because I feel like I've been on this diet just a little too long. I've been on it for the past 3 months, and it's been this super cut that I'm trying to invent. You know, it's cut you. But I realized I stuck with it just a little too long. I think about it, a month ago, I would have got off the diet and maintained my weight. You know, not focused on, yeah, I'm not eating everything the hell I want, but not like a focused effort on a diet, but just trying to maintain my weight. I think this month would have been a better month for me. You know, I honestly feel that way. I got kind of sidetracked from it. I was more focusing on my cut than what my body actually needed. You know, so guys, try that. Try dieting. Find an end game to your diet, because, like I said, whenever somebody goes on a diet, they're like, I'm starting my diet. Well, when's it going to end? Never. I'm going to be on it forever. No. Say I'm going to diet for hardcore for the next 2 months. I'm going to take the next month off. Then I'm going to go back on my diet. And I guarantee, well, I'm not going to guarantee, but I'm going to say for me, it worked really well. You know what I mean? It came off. Yeah, I wanted to wake up one morning and have it all gone, but it just doesn't work that way. You know, it takes the hard work and it takes time. So try that out, guys. See if it works for you. If you don't, that's fine too. But stay healthy. Bye.